soundtrack. Marc, you've been playing
He's been playing
Sonic
Nikki.
Frontiers. Step into this light. Yeah, you've been playing Sonic Frontiers.
I don't have to play it. I don't have to play it anymore. Fuck the DLC. God
Oh,
damn
you
it.
gave up? You gave up on it?
I beat it.
Oh, nice.
He did it.
This
That-
is a
Do it again.
wonderful introduction. Oh, you're playing this. F this.
Oh,
Let's
okay.
go ahead.
Oh,
Let's go ahead and give the Mark.
okay.
He did it.
Okay.
What's up?
Aside from the strong ass vitriol that I've given this game, it's a Sonic game.
Sonic.
it's a Sonic game.
That's so
I had
Every Sonic fan ever.
yeah, it's a Sonic game. That's just me.
I had-
Fits.
this is what 06 could have been. I'm not gonna lie. It's very expansive. There's a lot to do. There's base game. All right, let me cover base game. Base game is fun. Physics are a little wonky. There are some things you have to unlearn.
Mm-hmm.
There are some things you have to unlearn about modern
They
Sonic.
changed the goddamn
If you
boost
play-
button.
Yes. Because boosting in this game does not damage enemies. There is
It's just a movement tool.
it is a movement tool and can also be very useful in combat. You also have to spec out not skill points, but like pick up collectibles that will increase your stats. So you have collectibles that increase attack, you have collectibles that increase defense,
Yeah, and Sonic
and
doesn't
then-
start off at max speed. You gotta level up his speed.
speed, and ring capacity.
Mm-hmm.
Get some slow shoes.
No, not even that.
Bro,
But here's
some
the cool
easy-
thing though. Here's the cool thing though. In the settings, you can tweak how fast he actually goes. So if you want to,
Really?
when you're in the overworld and you max that speed setting, and then you get like max speed stats, nigga, you gone.
You are
No-
gone.
He gone.
Nobody catching you.
Hit
Nobody.
him with the fucking.
That's the whole point.
Exactly. How the speed works in this game is basically once you reach max ring capacity, before you level up how many rings you can hold. You base level you can hold up to 400 rings, and when you're holding 400 rings, that's when you really can like start schmoving, and it also can alter some of your attacks and moves. The boss fights are fun. They're
Boss fights are sick, yeah.
they're a little jank, and I'll touch back on that in a moment. The boss fights are fun. The one I remember the most is probably Supreme. Simply
Which one
because
is
the
it?
mother
Yeah.
it's the fourth one. Simply because the motherfucker busts out a gun.
Oh yeah, that one. Right. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Sonic Shadow did it first.
Shadow did it first.
And he got a whole game about it.
Yeah, but Shadow then
Oddly fun.
Oh no.
Shadow then pilot a giant ass mech ready to shoot you with a goddamn rail cannon.
You know,
For the
listen.
second game.
You know, that
Hear
sounds
me-
like something he would do.
You know,
you would.
Shadow Frontiers. When that will go so hard. That will go, Mark. You know I'm right.
Okay, but yeah, no. Okay, so the main point in this game is you go around, you get your collectibles to do like different sub-level. You could either do like the subspace trials. You could do. You could just go around Banjo-Kazooie this shit. However, you get your keys and everything to get the Chaos Emeralds to go fight the boss is up to you. It is very open. Now,
Makes sense.
you can still, there is still some story because you are trying to restore your friends. Because everybody seems to be trapped in this weird digital dimension, both half in and half out. So you end up having,
a lot lately.
Yeah.
you end up having to rescue Amy, then Knuckles, then Tails.
Okay.
And then you go fight the final boss. And final boss is... Do you like Toho?
Oh
You
no,
like bullet hell?
not Toho, not this. Of
Do you,
all
like,
things.
do you like bullet hells? What was that one arcade game where it's just like, okay, you switch between light form and dark
Ikaruga.
form? Thank you, Ikaruga.
I might need you to say that.
Like basically, the final boss in base game, the very final boss, you're playing Ikaruga.
Oh no. Oh.
There's a lot of mandatory mini games in some of the sub stories because one of the mini games I had to do, and I found out no matter what difficulty is, the score is still the same. It's the motherfucking pinball.
You gotta have Sonic and pinball are like peanut butter and jelly.
Okay, here's my thing. I love pinball, but I hate virtual pinball with a passion.
That's
Because
valid.
especially in this one, if you're gonna do this, you're going to be doing trial and error with pinball because there is no tilt, there is no other thing, and the ball will just randomly go into that back pocket where the flippers are, where you can't hit them.
That's
And
just pinball in general, though.
no, it's a lot worse.
It's bad pinball physics. I know what he means.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot akin. If you remember playing, funny enough, I've been playing this
That
a
one
lot
on
too.
your Windows
Sonic,
thing.
No, well, not that. I'm sticking into
that
Sonic.
was good. I love
The Space Cadet 3D pinball, gas. But no, Mark, if you remember playing this, Sonic Adventure DX, in the casino level, the pinball stage. I'm betting that.
I
That was
hated
better.
that one.
Like, here's the thing.
No,
Here's the thing.
I love
Here's the thing. That one
Oh,
is
no.
arguably better because
Oh,
actually, I got a visual bit for you. Hold that thought. Hold on.
all right.
Yeah, Sonic Frontiers.
While we're on,
Yeah.
Visual
While we're
bit,
on
it's the dog.
while we're on hold, I actually like the Casinopolis and Sonic Adventure.
Oh, I know, it was great. Like I've actually because fun fact, I hated Sonic Adventure. I don't know why I did as a kid, and I've been playing it. I've played it a couple of times over,
'Cause you're
like
a
over the past handful of years. I've enjoyed it. It's like I actually like it a bit more than Sonic Adventure 2 in some respects, but Sonic, you can't beat Station Square. You can't
Good
beat
song.
Station Square.
Good song.
Good song. It's a vibe. But yeah,
Station
Sonic
Square is
Adventure.
great.
It is.
Hub
Sonic Adventure has been
worlds
fun.
are hub worlds in general are fun.
For this visual bit,
Yeah.
I went and got my roommate who also sat and played this game with me.
Oh, he suffered with you? Yeah.
Yeah. Ignore the Spider-Man mask. He doesn't want to show face.
That's fair.
Okay.
That's the first I
Hi,
have.
How
Spider-Man.
did you feel about pinball?
Hi, Spider-Man.
How did you feel about pinball?
You're the-
Okay.
Mood.
What's up with it?
Okay.
for audio listeners,
Is that
he
my-
slammed something onto the ground in anger.
Spider-Man is angry.
Just so you know what he
Yeah,
look like.
so-
That's Miles Morales. You know, Spider-Man.
Okay.
The black one.
So I
What's
didn't
it like
even
to live with Spider-Man? I need to know this part of your life.
thanks, Spider-Man. Oh,
Refrigerator door is always.
glad I didn't have him sit down and talk to you about the DLC trials.
Oh, he suffered. He suffered for real.
Fucking
no.
suffered. All right. So overall, boss fights were good. Ikaruga, really. Now as for the DLC, which we cranked out, and we
Boy.
actually had to lower the difficulty just to clear some of these trials.
Oh, you know
Even
what's
to-
bad when you gotta do that.
We had to, even on normal, some of these trials were just like, yeah, no, just drop it down to fucking easy.
Ooh.
We just gotta finish it.
I don't
Yeah,
care
we
what.
gotta get out of it.
Get
some
it
of the-
over with.
some of the platforming is, especially when you're playing as Sonic and during the DLC, is nigh impossible because the gravity, what you're seeing here is pretty jank. The physics are pretty fucking wild sometimes. And it's infuriating. There is a lot of rage there.
It's like, I will say this, I know this game is still good, but my first impression of this game was the most Sega hire this man, Unreal Engine ass Sonic in a grassy field tech demo.
Seriously, yeah.
So yeah, I thought it looked like it was a real tech demo type game.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
the combat is in depth. There is some depth to the combat. There are combos. There's skill points you allocate and whatnot. But that's not a here or there. The DLC. What you're doing is for each section of the DLC, each part of the DLC you'll play is like either mainly Knuckles, Amy, and Tails. And they all play actually very different. And some of the abilities that they do are references to like older games or some of the comics. Like, literally, Amy, she gets freaking tarot cards.
Yeah, it's like a whole thing in the comic for her. Yeah.
Yes, she has some kind of psychic ability and whatnot. So Amy has like a triple jump and then can nonstop spin, and then when you max her out, she has her sprint. Literally, she just gets on the fucking Pico hammer, and then a bunch of cards appear around her, and she's just riding around like a mono wheel, and can do a goddamn Akira slide. Knuckles, God, it is actually fun. He's probably the most fun to play combat with because fuck it, it's Knuckles.
Yeah, you just punch him.
You could do his 1, 2, 3 punch. One of the skills that you get when you max him out is he has his infinite glide, where he doesn't lose altitude or nothing, and he's just like flying across like a fighter jet, and any enemy that you collide with takes damage. So if it's just like a one-hit enemy,
not the jet.
Dead.
Watch your jet. Watch your jet.
And then on top of that, his sprint, when it's maxed out, is that he just starts spinning like a freaking drill. Like, it's like basically Gurren Lagann across the fucking field.
Hell
Nothing's
yeah.
going to stop you.
Oh, that's fun.
And then finally, Tails. Tails is the weakest combat focus wise, but goddamn, this is probably the best version of Tails in a long time. I say this because he has the most stamina when he's flying. Like, out of all the Sonic games I played where Tails was available, his flight was okay, but you know, he got tired pretty fucking fast. You can fly a good minute. And if you manage to max out his skill, he gets the Hurricane mech, not the Tornado, the Hurricane mech from Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. It can just fly, and you can sequence break so much shit for Tails. It's like, oh, there's a jumping puzzle? yeah, fuck that. Gets in the Hurricane, flies up to the top of the skybox, and just lands wherever you need to.
There was a jumping puzzle.
On top of that, he gets like a fucking cannon.
I just jumped up really, really high.
Basically. And he probably and then when you're dashing across the field in that thing, you're just gone. Nothing is stopping you. You're fucking gone. And then finally, the combat trial and the final boss. Y'all don't care if I talk about this briefly, do you? Okay.
Go for it.
The final trial is you have to defeat the first 3 bosses you faced in the game.
Boss rush.
So boss rush, but you don't get any rings back. You're in super form.
Okay.
And you're
timer.
Yes. There's no time limit, but your ring count. You can't get those rings back. So whatever rings you had from the first boss is what you're gonna carry into the second one, and whatever you have left over from the second one is what you carry into the last one.
Fun.
It sounds brutal.
Brutal does not even describe. I lost a lot. I've lost years of my life and a lot more brain cells. Sanity.
Oh no, he's gone. He's a goner, folks.
We've lost him.
We
lost him.
You know what? I think I like living in the cave.
Oh no, that's a bad sign. He hates the cave.
No.
It's his mortal nemesis every time.
Oh no.
Concern.
So
On full philosophical metaphor.
LOL.
Oh my god, the fucking final that final trial, you have to get down to a science, and your parry window has to be perfect parry. Because throughout the game, your parry window has been pretty lenient. They've been nice to you. It's just like, all right, master perfect parry. And for good reason, though.
You're good at games? All right, prove it.
The reason why you need to master perfect parry is because in the final boss, you have to be able to, when Sonic gets his level 2 supersonic form, not hypersonic, but it's just like
How
Sonic.
Is it not hypersonic? That's literally level 2.
No, hypersonic is the rainbow colors changing, Caesar inducing.
It was supersonic, then hypersonic. But they already ripped off of DBZ. They don't need to do it again.
I said,
No,
they
no,
gave
no.
Sonic 2 was Sonic with lightning.
Yeah, basically.
Wait, it is?
Yes.
Yeah,
I told you!
yeah, that's the lightning
They
thing.
already ripped off from it. They don't need to do it again.
Yeah, it's basically what they do in the movie. He just has lightning coursing through his body.
I'm
So,
crying. That's so
basic-
fucking funny.
So
that's
basically,
so
with
fucking
that,
funny.
basically, you had to learn perfect parry so you could beat the final boss. And let me tell you, the final boss, as cool as it is, and there's a lot of like cool cinematic moments, it was tiresome. I'm glad I beat it.
It's welcome.
I'm glad I beat it. I never have to go back to this game again. Not even if I wanted to do the boss rush. I don't have to go to this ever again.
That's so fucking funny.
You know what you got? You got to play Shadow Generations now, because like the whole hub for Shadow is basically just Sonic
Oh,
Frontiers.
dude, I played it, beat it. We talked about it. I talked about it at Volante. I got over it, and I'll fucking play it again.
I still need to get it.
I will gladly go back to Shadow Generations non-stop. This, I don't know, dog. I don't fucking know.
I don't know
Like-
about this one, Chief.
Like it, like I might go back to Sonic Frontiers just to like maybe
Just to run
complete,
around.
to run around, complete some of the side objectives.
Brain off.
With I had to brain work with me here. Yeah. Do like some of the other stuff with Knuckles, Amy, and Tails, and like just 100% the map and whatnot, I guess. But dog, I'm not fucking doing it.
Mark
I
is
know.
having a time, and it's so fucking funny.
So, listen, this game made me come up with a new term called fuckos. I'm never going to explain what a fucko is. I'm just going to straight up
I don't
start
know. I
calling
think
people
I already
fuckos.
know.
It sounds like a slur.
Based off the vitriol and ire, that's what it is.
Like at some point while I was playing this game, I'm like, who's the fucko that designed this level? Or who's the fucko
Yeah,
that came up with this shit?
Yep,
You know
it
what's
sounds like a slur.
You know what's funny, Mark, is that like you say that and you remind me of a bit in Army of Two, where one of the bad guys says, "All right, see you later, fucko." What's a fucko?
Well, we're bringing fucko back in 2025, fuckos.
Right.
If-
LOL. I'm dead.
If anybody says what's a fucko, just distract him and move on. It's like so a fucko is, hey, look that, what's over there?
Hey, what the fuck's that over there? I don't know. There we are.
Sonic
Gotta switch
Frontiers.
shit over.
The game was built.
The game was created. The game was made.
Game with speed and duct tape.
And hopes and dreams.
Well, at least it ain't masking tape.